Heed my call! Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
That explains why she's sitting like this when we waiting. It's because she meditating. Ah, that explains it.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already.
I like the way she's meditating. She's like sitting, floating in the air.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help.
Like a queen.
Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk, be right back.
I don't think that would be the case. Yay, Paimon is gone. She's meditating. Huh? And what the hell are you? What the hell is that creature? Huh? Huh? Why do you want to show me this? We are in another world.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold.
Yeah, that's our children's side.
This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone.
This is
like
the real Skirk.
I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right?
I think it's like this for every world.
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here. So, what's your impression of this place? Oh, you noticed.
Yeah, of course, I'm not blind.
This river represents Skirk's strength.
Seem to be broke.
Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived
Who are you,
experience.
strange creature?
So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge and twist. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past.
Why? Because she was weak?
And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion.
That's because of this asshole.
The self that makes you weak.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's...
Yeah. But she said cannot bury it.
The answer to one mystery invites another question. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her...
This is ourself. Hey there, Della. Alright, how is it going? I'm doing great, thank you. And I'm just falling in the pit. Aside that outside it's hot like hell. So I'm chilling in my climatization right now. Oh. What is this? Oh, it's when she discovered me. About me. So that means she saw my picture at the start of the game.
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors. You both
I think this is the other voice of Skirk.
Both travelers.
Is the
landed
other
on a
side.
planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, She still chose to walk away. Indifferent.
Huh? People disappear from other people's life. So she don't have connection with people. She's in this world alone, lonely. She never tried to... That's sad. Well, Genshin Impact is first of all... Well, of course it's a gacha game. But I don't really pay for that, these kind of gear. Not anymore, at least. Basically, it's a world called Tevat.
Skirk sees
And the main character, it's her.
in this world. She's made a
It's like a
conscious choice to
RPG, I
avoid
would say.
altering its path.
The character is
But
her, the traveler,
reason for that decision
or a
stems from
brother.
events much
You choose
earlier
at the
on
start of the
in her
game.
life.
Depending who you choose, your brother is like, or sister is like the villain, I would say, of the game. We still don't know have the story of everything about it yet. This game is, it's been 4 years already.
Let's keep going. It's still a
And
long way
each
to the
month,
source of
they
power.
release a new patch. With new character and all these stuff. There is event all the time to play. Some events sometimes are mini games, other are story. You have story of characters like I'm doing right now. Like the story of the new character that released two weeks ago. And each year they release one new nation
What it takes to wield immense power.
in the world. I would like to show the map, but right now I cannot because I'm in this
shall
world.
teach you no more.
And basically the abyss are like the villain, but I think the god are the villain too. I mean, I will never believe a god in a game.
No one can become a worthy
And
warrior
it takes
through
place in a
intention
world
alone.
where each nation
I have given you
serve a god,
fangs
and each god
claws.
is an element.
Now,
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
And there is other world. That's what we discover right now.
indeed. Make new friends.
There is dragon in
Embark
there
on your
too.
own journey, and piece together a new future from the shattered remnants.
It's
of
also
your
a game on
past.
mobile. I think it's just on
You
PlayStation
will
too.
still have contact through the abyss,
It's an open world.
but know this: one day
Oh.
I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild, and reduce
So
it
that's our
to
master.
ashes, just like the fire that haunts your mind.
That's our master here.
Why?
Well, I love to play the game, yeah, time to time. The story is really good. I mostly play for the story.
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution.
And exploration. I love this game a lot because of the story, but because too of how big the world is. I try to do all the events when it's possible. All the story quests, the main quests. And I try to explore everything in the game. But I don't do stuff like, not competition, but stuff like, challenge and stuff that's... If you complete them, it's just to show that you're stronger, basically. Like, I won't roll for a character more than once. Because I don't want to get a power. I don't play for that. I play for the exploration and the
You
story.
have tasted loss. You
And
have
right now,
known
how much I
fear
completed.
so deep it can be felt.
So
with
far,
the
I'm
bones.
100% of completed exploration in each world, in each zone. For now, because there will be new zones soon. And I don't have all the character. I think I'm missing 5 of 6.
But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time.
And there is a lot to do because
And the
each month they add
taste
something.
of fear becomes but a distant memory.
When they add a new zone, it could take weeks to complete. Or hour if you obsess by it.
Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
But why does she want to defeat her master?
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Sertology, looked like at one point in time.
Why he's not like this anymore?
As a higher being, physical form is he could appear as a beast.
And we're about to discover that the world we are right now, the sky is not real. There is something darker.
Is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
The other side of the sky. That our character came from another world. And the story of the character I do came from another world too. We can't be enough to beat a god, I think. Not strong enough yet, but we could be. And what I like is why do you choose the sex of the character at the start?
My master as quickly as possible. But first,
at least the other character is still in the story. Sure, what do you want to ask?
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So, I should want to defeat the master to become the master?
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertology is
I would not be surprised that he is.
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things.
She wants to defeat him because she wants to surpass him or become stronger.
Let's see.
What do you mean I'm not upgrading my channel? Did I forgot to update something, or is that about my YouTube description or something? And what do you mean by upgrade? Is something I forgot to upgrade? I don't know. I'm still learning in you meet channel, right? Oh, this young Skirk.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertology.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard.
Because if I have some stuff that I forgot to upgrade in my channel,
no tears this time. Good.
I'm still new at this on YouTube. I mean, yeah, I did a lot of video, but maybe some stuff I didn't change.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me?
That's a good question.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you.
The logo, which is my face, basically.
It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it.
Is that the logo I put? I don't remember.
Genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee.
You mean my... Oh, that there. You mean on my overlay, you mean?
So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary. In the
So you're
hope that
talking
one
about
day
the Pandragon
you will
Valymore thing.
surprise me.
Yeah, I'm still thinking what kind of logo I would like though.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little.
Yeah, you don't care.
Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, all she knew was
You know, my name is Pandragon Valymore,
emptiness
and it's
fatigue.
based on the character in a game. I thinking of maybe when I would have the art I want, maybe I could do like some kind of logo with it.
After some time, her talent bloomed. It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became
Well, you can
the Skirk you know today.
If you want, you can show me it on my social media. Can they? Oh, you're not on Twitch though. I think that, yeah. I think the link for my social media is in the description if I remember. If you want to send me on Twitter blue sky stuff. It's not a picture, I mean. I cannot really, I don't think I can share it in chat. But then again, I think in the description of my stream, there is a Linktree link where my Discord is too. Because I don't have my Discord, I don't know it like this. I will need to check, my Discord is not open right now. And it's supposed to be, everything supposed to be in my description, in the link. Linktree link. Everything should be there.
We're nearly there. I
Nearly
almost
where?
want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Am I gonna learn about the false skies? So now we know there is another world. That's very interesting.
These are Skirk's happiest memories.
Wait, that's her?
What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted
She
the
doesn't
sky.
remind her at all. It don't look like her.
Everything in golden light. And this is Skirk's homeland. She was so
But why it's
curious
called?
about everything as a child. Always skipping school to go exploring instead.
I'm like a futuristic place.
There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets beyond the stars. And that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange
Maybe it's the wall of Final
clothes.
Fantasy.
Yes,
I'm kidding.
the ship. That was the beginning of the end.
The
It
ship.
was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces.
So they gotta take
and
it by
spoke of
alien.
friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet.
Let me
looking to
guess, it was the
establish trade.
cannery app.
Skirk's parents, her relatives.
So she was
her
living in a
neighbors,
futuristic world.
Everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them,
So we have
the
explorer
visitors were
from
guests
space.
and should be treated with hospitality.
Was that a futuristic world? I
No one
wonder.
had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet.
The Abyss?
Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day,
Man.
only fire and ruin
I
awaited
can't
her.
understand why she's cold right now. Why she's cold. So that's what Skirk was.
Countless people cried out to her for help.
I would say her story is really good.
And loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did.
It's probably 10 right now.
Until an unexpected figure crossed.
Rekalogi.
Sertologi hadn't been there in that moment. The fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
Then why are we destroying our land? What?
As she and her people were seen as a threat.
A threat?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time,
Okay.
people of this planet had evolved the
Okay, I will
ability to
check it out
adapt
after the
any type
stream.
of environment or energy source.
Which would be soon.
For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat.
Okay.
And decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
So they kill innocent people just for speculation. They always do that.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand.
True.
And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well,
In a way, I found the sense Rekalogi is
This is as far
is
as
what can I call this? It's a villain.
is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all.
Huh? And what is it? Wait. She was waiting for me? I didn't know. Is that the code?
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me.
So yeah, it's the outer self. That's what I thought.
I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And she is the best choice in this moment. Her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason.
So this is her emotion.
All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now.
So if they reconcile, she would be a new character.
I am who you used to be.
But not new, she would be like
Someone you
this.
have refused to face for too long.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable.
Remind me of little
Don't forget,
Sylvanas.
it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything.
That's true, I agree with her.
Of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people.
Yeah,
The
that's
difference
true.
is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer.
That's not true.
I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
You can still be strong with emotions.
What is the problem? I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives
So all
meaning
these
to the world
stories give
around us.
back our emotion.
Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
Is it gonna work?
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Because of that.
Look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw
So
strength
that's
from your
why.
past.
So because she tried to erase everything, she became weaker.
Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength,
Became polluted. I like
is
the
more polluted by
I like the background or it is represented.
And do you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
No, me.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong.
I like that
And in fact,
she
I
thought with her
agree.
emotion
In order
self.
to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever.
Well, you can't. You
I
need
know
just need to
that
cut
you will
emotion
never
when
forget that
necessary.
fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt.
I really love
I
her
know
story so far.
that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least...
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Oh,
Your dad and I.
her
we're not afraid to
emotion.
stare death in the face.
Her emotion is break
We
free.
need you to
That's how she can get her suit strength.
Being a kid,
Remaining.
many amazing things out there. And I'm ready to see them all.
That's her true strength. She more stronger with emotion.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water.
Oh yes, she gotta sing yes.
Dancing water,
Come on, sing. You have a beautiful voice.
Begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Wait, is she gonna fuse with her emotion again? Is she gonna become emotional finally? Or she will release her? What the hell is this?
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
She tried to suppress her emotion. Wow.
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
It's herself. It's our young self.
Life is a gift.
Is she gonna cry?
Let darkness claim it.
That's healing her. So it's basically a fight between her and an emotion. That's basically what it is. Now she won't be cold anymore. Now she will become stronger again. That will repair everything. Wow. So it was basically a struggling, a war against yourself in your mind. That was interesting. Now she will have emotion now, I think.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest
Is she gonna
was
laugh
law
at
of
the end?
universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order.
Oh.
One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land.
Does she want to become a god and make a world
That
peacefully?
means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defy. Yes. And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should.
True.
He saved my life.
Cell was an
Taught me
asshole.
the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And
I have a
it's not something
feeling-
I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise.
I so want to see that
He's no
future
longer
come.
into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions.
So he's not in Tevan anymore. But he will come back. So that means, where the 5 sinners are then? In another world? No, they are in
Every
the
time I hear
abyss.
from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces.
He look really cool, by the
Maybe
way.
that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
I think he's not the only one who planned something.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
I have a feeling it will be. Cause the 5 center, I have a feeling we gonna beat them at some point. Because if you want to build a world we can't both see, you can make the entire kind of, yeah. Leave. So that was interesting. I really like the story, but this should change.
Oh, you're fine.
Now that she took her emotion again.
Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death. You're both okay.
What does it look like?
We look alive.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight.
But what happened now?
I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
And what do you miss?
Whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks. Let's dig in.
Did you have you enjoy?
Right. It's about time we finished what we started.
Huh?
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, the good news is
so we're going in
have
a
no
fight.
reason to pull our punches this time.
So it's not over. We're gonna go kick his ass. God, I won't have time to finish the story. Are you kidding me? I need to finish the story. It's like really important. Harry back there. Oh, he was waiting for us. This is the same arena when we beat him inside a whale. Oh.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that too?
That's what a fool used to look like.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
I have a feeling he is the fool.
It's subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power.
Oh, they are them,
we know
okay.
The person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume.
Okay. Oh, the close of Paimon.
I look cool, man. I like his armor.
It's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's.
I like that you have a battle suit.
Water jet! Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
I really like her gameplay, by the way. I'm gonna beat him.
Beyond this world.
He's dead. Nice cinematic there. I really like her quest so far. She cannot talk, man. Voice acting missing. Nice. Nice. That was a cool move. Oh wow. Ah.
Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
Uh-oh. She gave him too much power. God, she's badass, man. The fight is amazing. And here I am. Wait. She even took my sword. He died, I think. So that's the real whim. I can't react, I suppose.
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit.
So we broke his armor.
You deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power.
Yeah, he's from Canrian.
Keen battle instincts. So
yeah,
you must
can't react.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
That mean after the fall of Canria.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnunga, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
He already covered that by the abyss.
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Who the
Sounds
fuck
like
he
you're
is?
master of quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone...
And my brother took his place.
I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison,
So he was a prisoner.
the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death.
Oh.
He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Mag. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face.
Are the sin
As
already
if
bad people?
Kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight.
Yeah,
to
he always say that.
survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
Yep,
He
indeed.
was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something. And he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time.
Do we really
I'd
need
actually
to
felt
hear
the thrill
the whole
of
story of
combat.
that guy that we'll never see again?
When I was 10, he stole forbidden research.
Do we really
materials
need to
and
hear
managed
what-
to cure
all of that?
my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind.
Okay.
After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
So he was in Kenriat, but he's not from Kenriat.
Your death
So he
was
left
once
them
what
at-
we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
So he came from the Abyss. He's not a Kenrian.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to...
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do
Okay.
is try. After all, a wise man...
You don't look
once
that
told me,
bad.
people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Oh, so that's how it works.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet.
Then wait, what? Veldfolnir. Is that a dragon name?
You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Wait, Veldfolnir.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
Veldfolnir. I'm pretty sure it's a dragon. Oh no! Oh, it's the guy who found the abyss order. Oh. It's another sinner. Ah. So that's the guy who created the abyss order. So Verdofnir is the leader of the abyss, the one who corrupted the Canria and became the abyss. Became the abyss, basically. So it's basically the main villain, I think.
All that Venir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see.
I'll be leading them. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want.
So that's he became the whale.
Was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh.
Your heart? That sounds like torture.
Because, of course, I bear the curse of...
Yeah.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power, even with that whale's
And he does
ability.
control with.
Devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, but that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart
So
into
he was
Work
stealing
for
soul
it.
from the other.
Dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you.
You're right. I should have known better, but... I had already pushed myself to my limits. And... he was still...
You
I
lost,
miss
man.
your master. I miss the days when we were
Yeah,
all
but
together,
it's over.
Troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well.
That's true, yes, he is.
Sertologi's disciple.
She have a beautiful
That's
face.
a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to
I think
force
we
you to
learned
catch up to him.
though a lot about
All
this
the
guy.
while, standing
And
out
the
of reach.
abyss, and you know.
We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade. Like a glimpse. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled...
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength,
Okay.
unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles, after which all can come
Such
to
a
an
long
end.
conversation.
For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one
They don't
purpose,
care.
one goal: to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be.
He's gonna die.
Are you okay?
He's
Too
dying.
many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse.
So does that mean Kaya is immortal?
I must ask that of you, Skirk.
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. And who knows?
Oh, are you me? Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate this.
Sertologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road. If we are climbers in the dark, it appears the dawn has finally broken for me.
Okay, can these two stop talking for you?
At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness. At the...
That's finally over.
Yeah, it's finally.
Let's get out of here.
Let's finish that story so I can warp this up. Leave. I really need to warp this up.
We did it! Ah, it's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger.
I really like Paimon new voice.
Sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned. The ones that died out?
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh. It's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky.
Of
If you
course.
disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I swear, I guess I would stop promoting myself on Twitter and Reddit, to be honest.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars hanging in
Wow.
a meticulously planned sky,
This
glittering
is
with rotten light.
beautiful.
It's not real. And yet,
I'll
it is for
just
that
say
very
it.
reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
These are about the false sky.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not.
The real universe. So you mean we're not in the real universe?
Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we
So,
learn to seize
basically,
the sands of time for ourselves.
We hiding
and
ourselves from the
uncover our true
universe.
strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But Ever since we met, she has filled Paimon's days with happiness.
Yeah,
No
it's
matter
not the
how
same
tough things
thing.
get, if it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then we've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can...
I suppose when it comes to you, well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely.
I hope not. I hope not, cause if that's the case, it would take a while.
Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that one without war, pain, or forced partings. For this, we must all work to
Of course.
goodbye, traveler. Remember your training. Make sure to put it to use.
Yeah, of course.
Bye!
And she disappeared.
Is it just Paimon? Or is she being...
She got her
nicer
emotion
than
back.
before? We definitely count as friends after all that. Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow,
True.
we can continue our journey.
And this is the end. That was good, I would be honest, it wasn't too bad.